Welcome to Kurt's Home Living. Backyard 4. Come back from the vermin attack.
Just coming out, checking after a good rain. Got some varmints eating up my lacinato, kale, and some bugs. I just sprayed this after a good rain for a couple days. Snot peas are looking pretty good. Things looking pretty good out here. Got pot tomatoes. I don't think they're doing that good. Look like one and done for them. All the greens are looking pretty good. Sage. Herbs are blooming. This is a coriander right here. Cilantro. But it's past the cilantro stage, heading into being coriander. Basil look like it's doing pretty good in my pot. Quick update.
I really underestimated the swiftness of the groundhogs and the rabbits. They hit me quick.
I'm up here at the Northwest Garden. And I came up here the other day and noticed that one of the local varmints been eating away at my collards. It's tearing them up. Bugs too, it looks like. Spray for bugs. But look what they did to my collards. Just ate them all the way down. Ate every leaf off of them. So I just put this wire up here, wire fence. Try to keep them out. Tore them up. They still should grow, but it's a big hurt piece. One day they were good, the next day I came up, they looked like this. Then last night they just really went crazy. So just updating, had to put a rabbit resistant fence up here. It's either rabbit, groundhog, could be anything. Skunk, raccoon. I don't even know if coons eat this kind of stuff. Update. Just a little quick 2-minute video here. Got my peppers in. Ferns looking pretty good. Tomatoes, plentiful so far. Seedlings, peppers, Roma tomatoes, ferns, tall grass, neighbors swimming pool, everybody got their things popping. Hottest pepper in the world right here. More peppers. Creek booming. Going pretty good. Goes under the little walk over right out of here. Leads back into the pond, the waterfall. Slow streamline. Goes down the stream into the pond. Pool's filled up. Ready to go. Said if I'm gonna get a pool, it's gonna be something I can swim in. So I get in there and I do laps back and forth. About 10 in a row. Flame leads in over here. Got a lot of plants in the way. Streamline comes in here. Also got a mini garden down here. The eggplant right there. Got some beans and peppers planted down here.
I don't own the copyrights to this music.
Purposely let the hedges grow tall enough. Trim them up. Rabbits coming in here while I'm sitting on the porch, coming in here trying to eat my greens up. Put this little makeshift fence up here. They were trying to lift the fence up. Tore my greens up over here. Broad daylight.
Not only the rabbits, but the groundhogs are eating my stuff too.
Snot peas coming in looking good. Got them growing up through the reindeer. Celebrity tomatoes. Lacinato kale. Georgia kale, or Georgia collards. Start eating this up. This is my cabbage collard. Another cabbage collard. Another cabbage collard. Look kind of crowded, but it usually works out. I usually pick them and so I have enough room for the next ones to come up. Herbs is doing really good over there. This is my tomato plus flower plant. I planted this, put this tomato plant in here and forgot that last year I had some marigolds in there and they came back up. Herb pot. Daisy I had transplanted. I don't know, I said 2 minutes, it's been 6 minutes. Quick update. Out here picking some of these greens for dinner. Some of these Georgia collards. I'm gonna get some of these cabbage collards as well. These are the cabbage collards. These are the lacinato kale. Rabbits have ate them all down, but they're making a comeback looking pretty good. I'm gonna let these I'm picking greens for dinner, but I'm gonna let these go. They still seem a little young from the rabbits eating them down, but Looking pretty good now. Things don't look too bad. I'm up here at this mid garden area, looking at these berries. I guess they're about to turn their color and do their thing. Still not sure exactly what kind they are. That
After
orange
doing my
and stuff.
research, I think they're blackberries.
You see the hydrangea, and this is where they bloom.
This is a
A
sedum
couple
plant. I
weeks
think
ago.
it's a spectacle, but it's in the sedum
So what
family.
I have is I have flowers in the front. This beautiful plant here, it's already bloomed. It's ready to bloom again. And I have this reindeer, Christmas reindeer with the lights on it. Really never use it for Christmas, but as you can see, my squash, my zucchini is growing up through it. Nice, so it's actually holding it together, keeping it upright instead of laying on the ground. I have my tomatoes here. We're also leaning on the deer, giving it some support. The kind of clever use of this deer that I never use. I have actually 3 squash plants down here. One there, and there's this little one starting right here.
Well, I guess stink bugs need love too. And here's that zucchini from within the reindeer. Here goes my blackberries.
Out here at the herb garden, looks like I have to, it's time to harvest some of this mint. Harvest the thyme and sage. All definitely need to be cut down. So I'll be doing that today. Oregano looks to be okay, but it looks like the mint is starting to take over, so I have to get that mint out of there. It's also in the sage, but I'll be harvesting this today. Okay, out here at the herb garden, finally got everything cut down. I cut down the mint, cut down the thyme, and I cut down the sage. Got some rosemary over there, it's not ready yet. And the parsley is taking its good old time. Oregano, I'm gonna have to cut that down. It looks like it's trying to bolt on me and flower up. So I'm gonna cut that down. It'll grow right back. This is my second harvest. Got it in there drying out. Just updating. Cilantro or the coriander seeds, green. Just use them in a recipe. Very powerful, delicious, absolutely delicious. Just updating the herb garden.
The best way to do your herbs is to rinse them off and put them in a strainer. Let them drain from the water. Do not soak them like I did overnight. It loses some of its color, and I'm not sure yet if it loses some of its flavor, but don't soak them overnight. This is the mint, and this is the basil before I cut it. And this is the basil after I cut it. It'll grow back. That's the basil. There go all the herbs drying out right here.
Out here outside of my kitchen garden. Got some beets coming in looking pretty good. My lacinato greens made a comeback since the rabbit attack. So I ate all my green tomatoes, about 6 green tomatoes off of my tomato plants right here. So I'm gonna have to fence that in as well. Starting to identify some of these things in these pots. This is definitely a pepper plant. Don't know what kind. This is dill. All the greens had to make a comeback. I ate them all down. Trim the herb garden. Harvest all of that. I just harvest the basil, the sweet basil. And I don't know what this plant is. Got marigolds here. This is a cilantro plant. But that's the bad name for it. It's a coriander plant. When it's young, it has cilantro leaves. But this is the stage when it starts producing coriander seeds. They start out green, and when they dry out, they get brown. And that's when you crush them and make your coriander. So this is a coriander plant. A mature coriander plant. It bolted and went to seeding, which creates the coriander. And the leaves are cilantro. I'm out here at my herb garden, just showing you how wild this mint can grow. Here's the mint. I planted it over here. It's over here. I have some hedges right here, if you can see. The mint's growing up through the hedges. Here's another one growing up through the hedges here. It's even self-planted itself down here. Over here. It's spotting up over here. So you have to pull it and move it to where you want it to go, because it will definitely take over your garden. Sage grows pretty wild too. Some rosemary, some garlic chives, some parsley, and the thyme spreads also. It's also growing. Here's another little thyme over here. Here's the main one right here. It grows pretty wild too.
And here is my cayenne pepper sprouting, along with other various pepper plants that I have that are on their way to producing mass quantities. Zucchini earlier in this video, fully grown, and the Carolina Reaper, the hottest pepper in the world. This is my Mexican male fern. I have 2 of those. And these are my cherry tomatoes behind my flowers. There goes my eggplant. And this is the cherry pepper, I believe. More peppers ready to sprout and do their thing. And the beautiful wandering Jew purple plant. This is the dahlia. Another angle at it. And here are my pondfish ready to eat. The comets and the shabbunkins. Coming up on my snapdragons with my Dusty Miller and my palm tree. And my 25-cent geraniums that I got on sale at my local garden nursery. I want to thank you for watching Kurt's Home Living. Backyard 4, hotter than July.